Here a little bit before. Oh, good morning,
Hello.
everyone.
Good morning.
Morning.
He's here. Or there. He's there.
It's the 30th of October, 2025. Thank you for being here, everyone.
Thank you.
And I'm still in San Antonio. Dr. Kiltz is back in Florida, and Alia in some country down there. How was politics have been a little bit rocky there, right?
Yeah. I try not to pay attention, actually,
Yeah.
because I try to stay off the news. I live like in a peaceful middle of nowhere situation, so I'm okay. Yeah.
So KMT in the chat
yeah.
for a chance of
This hat. For
a hat. Okay. And if you have any questions, put them in there. Doesn't look like we have work.
Grace is in the chat. She says she's having email issues. Grace, okay, I'll resend it, but can you email me also to make sure I get it to the right place?
Right.
Morning.
Morning. Our guest will be on shortly.
All right. Here's my phone. Maybe we'll get a little.
So a reminder to the Kiltz Money Tribe members that are going to be today in the Zoom call. It's Dr. Obadia or Obadia.
I always ask him and then I forget how to say his name.
Yeah.
And I will be on the Zoom call today. Dr. Nelson.
I'm going to be on a plane.
On a plane, and Alia.
I'll be there. All
right.
To assist.
All right. Let's see.
How was your flight yesterday?
Very nice. Very nice. Let's see. We'll go on Instagram too today. I just don't have Kiltz Money Tribe on.
Yes. Oh.
Great Day in Paradise. I'm in Sarasota, Florida. And Grace Frye is just coming in.
Oh, she's having some technical issues, but she'll be here in a second.
It's all
she's here.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you made it. I'm so glad. Thank you for that.
She's here.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you made it. I'm so glad. Oh, so somebody's got a.
She's here.
Oh, here we go. Oh, yeah, you made it. I'm so glad.
Grace, you need to mute. Grace, you need to mute your tab. The YouTube tab. You need to mute. Grace, you need to mute your. All right. Sounds better now.
Perfect.
Always perfect. Morning. Got some good mornings coming in on Instagram. Curl DB, SMF Carnivore, Fraser Desmond. We get a wave. I've been off on the Instagram for the week, I think. And do we have Grace here yet?
Yep.
She's right here.
So, good morning, Grace. Where are you located today?
Good morning. I'm in Michigan.
Okay. So it's Eastern time still, right?
Yep. Bright and early.
Yeah.
Love it. Grace,
So-
what's your story? How did you find this universe?
It was a long rabbit hole. I was just tired of being itchy and having allergies. I wanted to improve my allergies because I'm allergic to ragweed, dogs, cats, and then they like interact with other allergies like in plants, and then it just makes it worse. And I'm allergic to some food too, but it's like the allergy tests that they have, they'll flat out tell you they're not accurate. Especially the food allergy tests. They'll just be like, they're not really accurate, but we can do them. And it's like, okay. So I just went on the ultimate elimination diet, and I ended up having way more benefits than I thought.
Allergists do two types of allergy testing. One of them is on the skin directly, and then the other one is uh, testing immunoglobulins. And they're not exactly highly accurate. Very often, I mean, sometimes they do discover that supposedly you're allergic to something and you really don't have a reaction to it. So, like many people may come up allergic to beef and they've never had a reaction to beef, and vice versa. Sometimes they come up not allergic to something that the person knows causes a reaction. So they're not as highly accurate as they would like.
Yeah, when they did the skin prick test, my whole back had hives on it. So that was fun. It was like, oh, great.
Wow.
Yeah, like I have a dog. He's somewhere over here, and I'm allergic to him.
Oh no.
He gives me hives. So
Aw.
I was on immunotherapy for 2 years, but he still gives me hives. So I'm just like, whatever. It is what it is.
We're all allergic to something, I think.
Yeah.
Did you see doing a carnivore diet helped at all with your allergies with dogs?
Not with dogs. Overall, like my skin is way less itchy, way less inflamed. It helped my acne. And then like I had Raynaud's disease for like 7 years. So my circulation just stops right at my toes. So that like completely went away. You know, I used to have to wear like 2 to 6 pairs of socks, and now I can just like wear 1 pair of socks like a normal person.
When you had those attacks, did it become painful or not?
Yeah, it was like utterly like they would turn a little bit purple, and they were so frozen that yeah, it would like hurt a little bit.
I've seen patients with Raynaud's phenomenon screaming in pain because I witnessed one of the attacks and fingers becoming white, almost purple. It lasted a long time. We had to send him to the emergency room via ambulance, and it was extreme. I mean, he was screaming in pain. Like, it can be very painful.
Oh, this is me. I used to be allergic to cats, and somehow we're on carnivore. I stopped being allergic to cats, and then my cats had more cats. So I was
Yeah.
curious about the dog thing.
Yeah, I still get hives. I just have to bathe them a lot.
So,
mean-
how long have you been carnivore?
Over 2 years now.
Okay.
And the how's the transition been from standard diet to the carnivore diet?
The first month was a little hard, but I did a powerlifting competition a month in, and then I was fine. It really just took like a month, like because at first, I mean, working out was harder at first because you're used to carbs, but just use a lot of electrolytes and just do it anyway, and then you're fine.
It's easy when you put your mind to it and you have a community to help sort of support you. The body building and lifting a competition, you're finding more people that are going carnivore in that community?
Yes, but a lot of them do it just to make a cut, which I don't know. They just do it to like lean out, but they don't do it for a long term. I mean, a couple of them do. I've met like a couple Christian carnivores, and you know, they have a farm and do cows, and that's their lifestyle. But a lot of them just do it to cut.
And when you say cut, lean down in order to expose the muscles that are there for most of us anyway.
Well, they do it just to make weight, but I just cut water weight because it's easier.
Yeah, so when you use the word cut, and so that they're working to expose their muscles, That's the purpose of the competition, muscle exposure?
No, powerlifting, we just squat, bench, and deadlift. So we just have to make a weight class, whether it's water weight or exposing our muscles.
Right. So
Like we just have
lowering
to
the weight, when you say weight class, is that increasing weight or lowering weight?
lowering.
Right. So leaning down, reducing the fat, and building the muscle, exposing the muscle.
Yeah, but sometimes we can just cut water weight and we don't even need to expose our muscle. Like a lot of power lifters will just be out of shape and just do whatever.
Got it. Yeah. Well, we're using the word water weight, meaning either way, is it when you stand on the scale, it's less, or it could be more because muscle's bigger.
When we stand on the scale, it's less. And then we have 24 hours to like rehydrate. So we're just like cutting water just to weigh in, and then we get it right back.
Because I know when I was doing my fast for 15 days, I drink a liter of water and my weight would go way up. And ultimately, whatever gets into our body adds to the total pounds, kilograms, and mass of the body. And so do you think overall the cutting out plants, carbs, has other benefits in the muscle building part of it?
Well, yeah, it's very easy to get your protein when all you eat is meat. You don't really have to sit there and be like, did I get enough protein? Because you always did. And it's also harder to like put when you're trying to gain muscle, most of it is muscle because you're only eating meat. Like if you were eating carbs, you'd have a lot more fat when you're trying to like bulk or whatever.
Is there a reason to carb up?
No.
So it's a myth.
Yeah.
And we're exposing the myth. Oh wait, exposing muscle, exposing the myth.
So what's your highest weight? What's your record? Personal record?
For the squat, 230. For the bench, 175, and for the deadlift, 315.
Very good.
Nice.
What's the is there also a mindset improvement in this world class carnivore and powerlifting and those sort of things? Do you think we get some benefits mentally?
Yeah, my brain is definitely a lot clearer. You're less depressed, you're less anxious, you have less cravings, you have less food noise. And then I was on ADHD medicine for like 10 years. And then when I went carnivore, I'm like, I need less. I don't really need as much. And then I just slowly over a year, I just stopped taking it. And I told my doctor, I'm like, I just don't need it.
And was your doctor interested or intrigued in why you didn't need it anymore?
Yeah, I told him, I was like, I don't need it. And I don't need the Raynaud's medicine because I just changed my diet and mostly just eat meat and I don't need it. He's just like, yeah, that can happen if you like cut out gluten or something. And I'm like, okay. They'll just kind of blame gluten and stuff. I don't know. They just think like gluten's the main culprit. But I think it was the oxalates because I read Sally Norton's book and she said like, you know, it can cause Raynaud's and it can build up in the joints and build up like in your toes and in your hands and cause it.
Mm-hmm.
So I assume that's what it was.
Yeah, the Western medical system, and we were just at a meeting in San Antonio, Texas, the American Society of Reproductive Medicine. What was your take, Dr. Nelson, on a number of people that were intrigued, interested, and open-minded to the idea that keto carnivore can really have an impact on people's health and wellness and reproduction?
It was definitely a different take. A lot of people were interested, people that stopped by, but out of literally hundreds. I don't know how many vendors there were there, but there were definitely hundreds. I think there was one vendor talking about one booth talking about nutrition and keto carnivore.
So really, on the keto carnivore side, it was just us.
Yep.
And part of the purpose of being out there, maybe Grace, you could comment. Do you think you're inspiring others and inviting others and seeing more people saying, "Hey, yeah, I want to do that"?
Yeah, I think so, because just whoever's around you is like, oh, that's drastic, and they're interested. Like, my parents are more animal based now because, well, I am, and they have to hear about it. And I have people that are just interested, but a lot of people just don't jump on the bandwagon. They're like, I could never not eat bread, or I could never not eat sugar. I mean, I thought that too, but you have to get to a point where you're just sick of whatever it is you're dealing with, allergies, health issues. You just have to be sick of it and be like, well, I'm going to try, because what else am I going to try?
So what do you say to people that say, well, this is too restrictive?
It's kind of the opposite for me. It has more freedom, because you just cut out all that food noise and you don't think about it.
Yeah.
Once you do it, and once the cravings go away, you don't even think about it anymore. It becomes a lifestyle. Like working out, it becomes a lifestyle. You love it. You just do it. You're not like, am I going to go to the gym today? You just do it. Am I going to eat meat today? Yeah, you are. So it just becomes second nature.
Eat meat, repeat.
Yep.
Yeah, certainly it is restrictive for some people who just take a look at it from that perspective. But it's not restrictive to me personally, not having to use 300 units of insulin a day. It's not restrictive having to, or it is restrictive having to then use medication for hypertension or for chronic pain or for multiple things. That's restrictive, having to deal with the diseases that then cost us to go to the doctor, cost us to take medications that you can do without.
Yeah. Like, would I rather eat this way or take a bunch of ADHD and allergy medicine? No. I mean, because you don't really know what that does long term anyways. It's just
Yeah,
gonna get
exactly.
worse later on, and then you're dependent on a pill. Like, I don't want to need a pill just to focus.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's crazy. I saw yesterday Eric Berg did a post on Instagram. It says, ask your doctor if 29 side effects is going to help you. Ask your doctor if this medication with 29 side effects is going to help you. Like the commercials, ask your doctor if this drug is right for you.
Yeah.
All the
I
side
don't
effects
think
are
so.
crazy.
We're
helps
letting
pain away.
the carnivore secret out. Yeah, and that's the whole point on going to these meetings and being in the standard medical community is we have to speak it out, and you got to go out there and share it. That's what you're saying. Tell me a little bit about the tallow.
Well, in order to not have itchy skin, I had to change my skincare too. And I thought it was gross at first. I'm like, no way. And I was like, there's no way this is not going to break me out. So I just put it on half of my forehead for a couple of weeks. And I'm like, okay, I didn't break out. So then I kept using it. And then I started making my own because I'm like, it's expensive. And yeah, then I started making soap. Then I started making makeup. Then I started making tallow deodorant, tallow candles, all sorts of stuff. It just turned into a whole business. So
And
God
this
brought
is your
something good out
this
of
is
it.
your YouTube channel, right?
Yep.
Grace lives and eats meat.
Yep.
Eat the meat, be the master. And what is it about tallow do you think is more healing? Because I mean, most of our sort of lotions and things that people have been putting on their skin have been plant-based for a long time. Plant oils and these lotions, which you think those are more, they might be medicinal and soothing, but ultimately there might be something else that is the culprit, even sunscreen.
Yeah, well, a lot of the plant oils just clog your pores, and tallow is closer to our skin because it's like what we're made of is fat, muscle, and bone. So it's just like that. And it has all the vitamins we need. It just helps repair, and it doesn't break you out, which is crazy, but it doesn't. Like, who would have thought eating mostly beef, washing my face with beef tallow, and putting beef tallow all over my face would be what would help my acne and allergies.
And can people buy your products and ship all over the country and over the world?
Yes, I only do international shipping on Etsy though, but I have my website, Graceful Tallow, and then I have Graceful Tallow on Etsy too.
And ultimately we're all artisans and put it out there. And would you recommend for people to do bodybuilding and do more resistance work and weight work versus get on a treadmill and run?
Yeah. We were only, I think, meant to like run long distances when we were like hunting. I think weight training is way better for longevity. Like there's even some studies that show that correlate muscle mass against like different diseases like heart disease and everything. And the more muscle you have, it's just better for longevity and you feel better. Plus, I don't like running.
Yeah, I walk and I do hills.
Walk the dog.
I go walks and put some weights on the back and I do my walking weights in Wagyu. I had some really great Wagyu steak last night at Capitol Grill. It was Snake River Farms, which is one of my favorites. It's a great day in the carnivore universe today and every day. And the sharing and noticing. Are you this community? Tell us a little bit what your thoughts are on the carnivore community and how important it really is.
Just having a support system really helps. I'm in like a lot of groups on Facebook. We even have a Carnivores for Christ group that I'm a moderator at. And I mean, there's so many different carnivore groups. There's women's, there's Christian ones. They even have a carnivore dating group. And they have something for everybody. It just helps to have support. People can ask questions. People can just encourage you. If you're going through a hard time, you just have a support system to help you.
Forever love for the love of house and home. It's get on the hills and lift the weights. And Christ Carnivore, to me, faith and spirituality is one of the most important things that I think Jesus Christ to me was the Lion King. And he was there to inspire the sheep to come back to the lion's way and be more discerning and think and live like a lion. These are symbols. Are they, the strength of a lion? That's why I love Capitol Grill, because they always have two lions in the front of the place. We're inspired by that. Do you think that spirituality is one of the most important things we all may be missing and focusing on in our day-to-day lives?
Oh, definitely. I think God created us to serve him. And if we don't, we're just empty. He died for us and rose again on the third day so that all we had to do to get to heaven is believe. And he made it simple, but the world complicates it. And that's just what's missing in America and everywhere.
Although he's always right there anyway. That's the amazing part of it. Yeah, he's there. He always has been, always will be. And all you need to do is pick up a book. I use Christ-Based Teachings, one of my favorite books, and we're working to get it republished for everyone and make it more accessible, affordable, even just free. But whatever. If you have any favorite books that you're inspired by and would recommend others to listen to or read, or a particular podcast to listen to?
Well, I mostly read my King James Bible, and then I read a lot of fantasy books, but there's a lot of good carnivore books out there. I can't think of a faith-based book right now that I really, really liked. Maybe like Humility by Andrew Murray. I haven't read it in over 10 years, but I just remember it being like really hard. Like it's really hard to be super humble, and it was just a little itty bitty book. But what was the best? I don't know. There were so many carnivore books. Sally Norton's book was really good because she talked about Raynaud's disease and other stuff I needed to hear about. For Sean Baker's book, and you have a book, and I haven't read Chafee's book yet, but he has a book.
What was the Humility book?
Humility by Andrew Murray. It's been over 10 years since I read it, but I just remember it being like, wow, when I was done reading it.
I do a lot of Audible books, which I really love, and because I could go for a walk, I could lift my weights, drive in the car, listening to books. And one of the things I believe is, and if you go to our books, in the back is a list of many of the books that I've listened to or read that are great. What's your favorite fantasy book?
That's a hard one.
I love the books that there's hardship and failure and pain and suffering on the journey. And Joseph Campbell's books and The Hero's Journey are and truly the books of fantasy and hardship. And I mean, the Bibles are stories of much human suffering to strengthening in all of this. And what's been your hardest hard in your life?
I've had a lot. When I was younger, I had eating disorders and I drank, and God delivered me from that. And then I married a guy who was abusive, so I got out of that. That was really hard because I was raised in like more of a culty church that was like, it doesn't matter what he does to you, you can't divorce. Like, never, ever, ever. And like, I almost got kicked out of church because they're like, you're proud that you got divorced. And I'm like, I'm happy that I don't get screamed at every day. I'm like, how am I supposed to not be happy about that? So I just left that situation and that church and found a smaller church near me that is not like that. So my faith journey's been hard because I've had to like read the Bible for myself and figure out like, hey, just because the preacher says something, like a lot of the preachers can just be bad men. They can be narcissists. They have their own agenda, and they can preach things that aren't even in the Bible. So just reading it for myself and talking to God myself, it's just eye-opening. Like once you know the truth, you can't go back. It's that way with carnivore too. Like you see everything as poison now.
Jesus Christ pushed me, shoved me, beat me, burnt me, twisted me, turned me, and he said, "Well, I'm always here, but
he's not finished.
He's not finished, is he?"
He's never finished till we're dead.
Yes. Test the spirits. Not all that say they are Christian are Christian. Although I think that is, it really is. We're on that journey because our spirit, our acceptance, and our outpouring of His word and way is really what we're the mission of life. But that's why I found the carnivore community amazing. open to all. And that's been really positive. And I just came back from Mount Tremblant with my good friend Scott Everson. Lisa Wiedemann was there. Bella and Max, Steak and Butter Gang. Mary Ruddick was there. No Carb Barb was there. There were many people there, and I go through it. We're just a small community connecting and eating carnivore and hiking in the mountains and talking about our issues. It was pretty cool and amazing. Do you travel to meetups or gather with other carnivores?
No, I've never done that. If I travel, my dog won't eat the whole time I'm gone. When I was at the world's powerlifting competition, he didn't eat for like 3 days.
Aww.
So I don't know if I can ever travel again without him. He's ridiculous.
What's your name of your dog?
Bullseye.
Bullseye.
Bullseye, come here.
Hey, Bullseye.
Aww. What is he?
He's like a little pit mix. He's like a miniature one, though.
He's so cute.
What does Bullseye love to eat?
Raw beef. Sometimes he likes it cooked, though. Like he doesn't like liver raw. He doesn't like heart raw, and he prefers like if I make him like a rare burger. He's very spoiled, but he can't eat normal dog food. There'll be poop everywhere. He just cannot have normal dog food, even prescription. It just does not work. So he has to be carnivore, right?
Sandy says hi, Bullseye. He's adorable. Oh my gosh. Yeah, let's do some questions. Ivy. Was anyone else mad when they found out the carnivore diet could have saved loved ones? How many loved ones has everyone lost? That's a sad question. Well, my grandpa was addicted to ice cream. He loved it. He ate 3 scoops of ice cream every night. But I think he would have passed by now anyways.
My mom was only 67 when she passed. And I truly believe had she been doing something, even not strict carnivore, she would have lasted a lot longer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My dad's cholesterol actually went down when he went mostly carnivore. Like he doesn't need cholesterol medicine because he started eating good cholesterol.
Most people cholesterol get actually better. It's not
Yeah, it got better.
It's not the great majority that have a problem with cholesterol going up, although it's a good chunk. Probably 20-30% of carnivores the cholesterol might go up, but that means 70%, maybe 70-80, it doesn't.
Every number I had got better.
Next.
What's coming up? Is healing? Is Hack Your Health coming up?
Yeah, Hack Your Health is coming up, and people can still buy a ticket and use Mighty Tribe, get $100 off their ticket. Everyone needs to come to our booth, by the way.
And we're doing a dinner on Friday, but we got healing.
Friday.
We got Healing Humanity. We got Meat Stock. We got so many other people kind of hanging out.
Yes,
And
yeah.
And Grace, where are you in this world?
I'm in Michigan.
Very cool. Very cool. We did a meetup with Robin Herron.
Mm-hmm.
That was really cool and great.
In Kalamazoo.
And she's already planning for next year.
Yeah, do one closer to me.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him for long.
We're going to do it.
I'd have to like bring him or something.
Bring him next time.
I'll just bring him.
Yeah.
I couldn't take him with me to a powerlifting meet because I'm like, what am I going to do while I'm lifting? Like, the dog.
Yeah.
He would have been sick on the plane with me because I got so sick and he would have just been puking with me. It wouldn't have been good.
Oh, no.
I don't like planes.
So it is, let's see here. Someone asked, who asked? Daily Refinery. This is a carnivore and a Christian group. Well, yes and it's an everything spiritual group and a connection group and a positivity group. And it doesn't matter if you're Christian or not, spiritual or not, religious or not. We're inviting everyone into the community to talk about the power of positivity and faith and spirituality within all of us. I mean, I always say faith is first. I don't care what you're eating. Faith is number one. And again, Jewish, Christian, Muslim, Buddhist, atheist, agnostic, it doesn't matter. But we're inviting everyone to this idea that power of positive lifting, right? And I guess in order to do power lifting, there's the tell us a little bit about the community of powerlifting and how it works.
Well, it's very accepting, and like everyone's just cheering you on, even though they don't know you. So you'll go to meet and just random people will be screaming your name. Yeah, I really like it because it's just really accepting and like everyone supports you. I don't have a strength gym by me, like the closest actual strength gym, like a gym that has powerlifting meets, has bands, chains, and like all the equipment, like monolifts. Like there's not one by me. So I just work out at a rec center. And people just look at me like, what is she? Like, that's a lot of weight. And it's just, I mean, I think if you had a strength gym, like the community's even better because you have that all the time. But I'm just like at a rec center, but people are nice. They're not doing like what I'm doing. They're just kind of look at what I'm doing and they're like, what?
And even if you're not strictly a meat eater, and if you're simply only a plant eater, everyone's welcome to the communities.
Right.
And if you don't believe in the higher power, show up anyway, right? And then you feel the energy of community and connections and positivity.
Yeah, I think community is really important. It just helps you to have other carnivore, Christian, or powerlifting friends. Just encourages me to keep going in all areas. Like you want to surround yourself with people you want to be like. I don't want to surround myself with people that are like drunk or high all the time, not going to work, or I don't know what else. Like just people that aren't where I want to be.
And yet we want to inspire them to be there. And
I want to pull them out of the hole, but I don't want to go in the hole with them.
It is a hole that we've been living in, right?
Yeah.
And we want to be, we want to feel the power pull, in essence, right?
But we just don't want to go in the hole with them.
Yeah.
Pull them out. Don't go down there. Stay out of there.
Although in some ways, we gotta go down to the depths of the darkness in order to help those that are suffering. And it's so much suffering in this world that we can all work together to heal each other. And that is the power. And that's why I love the community, because our good friend Mitch, and again, it's infinite, and just showing up and watching. Do people come to power competition and just watch and don't participate?
Yeah, I think most people are watching somebody they know. I mean, I've showed up to one just to see, because I wanted to see if I wanted to do it. And I'm like, this is awesome. I want to do this. But I didn't start powerlifting. Like, I just wasn't confident enough to do it. And then they told me I had a bad hip and then I need a new one someday. So I'm like, so I should start powerlifting now because I'm just going to get older. So being told something's harder for me just kind of sometimes encourages me to do it, because why not?
Bear on another's burdens. We're here to help people. Richard Hepburn on KMT. I had hives and multiple other issues. It ended up being butter. Is it, milk products? I would say milk products are really meant for babies, and then after that it's meat. But many of us seem to tolerate it, although we don't really know the depths of the damage. What's your thoughts on butter products or milk products?
I try to only drink raw milk. and I try to stay away from the cheese because like cheese just
Mold.
that too. I'm detoxing from mold. We had mold in our house, but that's like, yeah, the mold, and then it doesn't have the enzymes to digest it right, and then it has hormones in it. So like cheese just makes me break out, and it messes up my digestion, and then it makes me all bloated. So I mean, I'll drink raw milk, but I try to just stick to that.
Sometimes we have to go to the dark places to be there to help those that are suffering, but we don't want to stay there because it can be a muck of a muck. And at some point, you know, you gotta pull yourself up too. And many people work, it feels like we're being pulled down in the darkness. And sometimes we have to let go, and we have to be the shining light that says, hey, come on over here. And we're inviting people every single day. Snake River Farms, one of my favorites. Bighorn Mountain, JC, what is it? Jopa.
3C Jopa.
Jopa is another great one. And what's your favorite meat out there?
Ribeye.
Any particular manufacturers or places you buy your meat? You think those sort of things are like?
Yeah, I try to buy it from a local farmer. It's gone up in price, so I don't get like all 100% grass fed because it's just way more money. I go through like a whole cow pretty fast because I have 3 people and cats and a dog. So we go through it quick.
So is everybody meat heavy?
I'm the only one that cooks, so they have to be. They don't have a choice. It's like it's either that or you cook your own food.
That's what I do at home as well. I'm the
Yeah.
cook.
I'm a good cook, so they're fine.
You know, it's sort of like actually the beauty of meat, it doesn't require cooking.
Not a lot.
Oh no, well, I always go back, Pottinger's cats, and you know, we hunted, we killed, we didn't wait for the chef.
Yeah.
We just ate.
They don't like it as raw as I do. I like a rare burger and like a really rare steak, but they don't.
We went to Capitol Grill. I mean, made amazing black and blue. I often just like bring it out and we'll eat it. Siren 310 on Instagram. Hey, Dr. K, just want to tell you thank you. We struggled with infertility for 7 years. Failed IVF in Cancun. Your keto got us our first pregnancy, ended up miscarriage, but now I have a 4-year-old son. And who did we have on yesterday, day before?
Yesterday we had Holly. Was it yesterday?
Yeah, Holly. Yeah, Holly, who went on after 7. She also had about 7 years of infertility, and then went on keto carnivore, gets pregnant, delivers a baby after a failed IVF and a very low ovarian reserve. And you know this, and nobody was really talking about ketosis, and bowel issues. Did you have many, Grace? Did you have many bowel problems? Do you think in your previous?
Yeah, like I thought you needed fiber to go, and you don't. Fiber just makes it like more painful to go because it just bulks it up. So, I mean, I've had a lot of bloating and then like a lot of digestive issues, but it's just better with meat. But I have to have like a really high fat diet too, or else it makes it hard.
Have you ever do you ever notice that butter doesn't seem to mold?
Yeah, I've had like raw butter for a really long time. It's fine. In the fridge, like they'll tell me the raw milk only lasts 2 weeks, and I'm like, "What are you talking about? It'll be in the month, and it'll be in the fridge for like a month and be fine."
Yeah.
We have more questions for
Let's find some.
Grace.
One other comment. Let's see. Great guest this morning. Grateful could hop on. Have a blessed day. Let's see. There was another comment. I thought keto was a joke. 2 months later, we fell pregnant naturally after being told we had less than 1% chance. And someone came to beautiful people. It's like, hey, I want to start an IVF clinic because I want to help people. and I want to make a lot of money. And I said, all right, first thing you need to learn is the cause of being infertile and ways to treat it naturally first. And if you can find the way to understand how you can help more people this way, that's really the way. And we've seen so many people fail IVF and then fall into the keto carnivore lifestyle and then suddenly deliver a baby. And I have had Raynaud's really bad in the past. Every so often, depending on the temperature gradient, and I'm a kid from LA. I'm really not meant for Mount Tremblant, but I do love snowboarding from time to time, and I still get occasionally whiteness, but that's pretty rare now. It usually says get in the hot tub first.
Questions?
Yeah.
I'm specifically looking for Grace questions. So Chuck asked, does your dog eat carnivore? I think you already answered that question.
Yeah, he eats mostly raw carnivore. Sometimes he's stubborn and he doesn't want it all to be raw. And he eats the raw bones and the organs and some supplements too.
Nice.
I haven't been home for almost a week, and last night my son sends me a text. Have you been feeding Arlo? That's one of our dogs. They're my daughter's dogs, and she doesn't feed them meat or raw meat. They eat kibble, but their granddad, me, feeds them on the side when I'm eating beef. So my son says, have you been feeding Arlo meat? We have two dogs. Of course, whenever I eat, I give them some. So when he was eating beef, my son, the dogs came asking for it.
Dogs evolved from cows or wolves?
Yeah, from wolves.
Wolves.
Dogs
And
evolved from cows.
and cats from lions or lambs.
That's right.
Right. And Grace, what would be your single simplest advice to those of us that are suffering a standard human existence?
God, steak, weights.
God,
steak, and weights.
yeah, God, steak, and weights.
Let's make it really simple.
And lifting is burdensome, but we're alive to lift and do heavy and hard things.
Right.
Are we not?
Yeah, you have to choose your hard. Do you want to be able to get out? I think everyone should do box squats, because how are you going to get out of the chair when you're older? I work with older people too, and I remember when I first started working with him, he couldn't really get out of the chair, but now he gets out okay.
Yeah, I always say you got to get on the ground and then get up 100 times a day. So that one day, I always say when Tia leaves me at home alone, I'm able to get up and out of the house without someone helping me up to get up and out. You know, I turned 70 in March. I've never felt better in my life, mentally, spiritually, physically, and one of the most important things of the day. Dr. K, I'm heading to work, but if you can reach out to me, would love to talk to you about something. I hope you guys have a blessed day. Siren 310. What's Kiltz's cell phone? 315-416-9872. Text Kiltzy, and he'll be glad to help.
Grace, what's your favorite tip to share with others regarding exercise?
Just start slow with the compound movements and weights. I started off really weak. I started off lifting the bar and maybe some 10s on there. And now I compete. It doesn't really matter where you start as long as you just keep adding a little bit of weight, just a little bit more and a little bit more each week, or however many workouts. It depends how many workouts you do, but just keep adding and stay consistent.
All you need to do is get up and go to work get up and get out and go to work every day. So that's the real workout. And so lifting your body mass, I mean, that in and of itself is one of the most important things to do.
Right.
And there's no equipment required.
Yeah, you can do calisthenics too. It still helps put on mass.
Yeah. Yeah, I really feel great today because we're on Instagram, Kiltz Mighty Tribe, and then we got our StreamYard connections to Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, X, and all the others, which I think are great. And then we're working to make sure we get to all of the different platforms. And Kiltz Mighty Tribe is, how much does it cost for people to join KMT, Dr. Nelson?
Absolutely nothing.
Is there a new hat available for those that are in KMT?
I believe
Yes, there is.
Do we
Is
have
it on the
one?
website already, Alia?
Should be. But
It's a Nelson hat. What's Bullseye up to?
He's chasing a cat. He's always up to something. He gets beat up by the cat too.
You know, to have a dog in a cat's life.
Yeah.
That's what we really want.
Yeah, they live it up. I mean, he'll be ridiculous. He'll just bark if you like make a noise because he's overprotective of me.
Mary Freed, what's the difference between D3 and D2, Dr. Nelson? What's the best source of vitamin D?
Sun.
Sunlight, and D3 is the active form of vitamin D. It's also what's available from animal sources.
It's in the fat. It's in the liver. You know, how many people, and if you don't like to eat liver, what's the other option?
Take some supplements.
Yeah. Kiltz Health Supplements. We have liver and organ meat supplements. I take those every day, along with my D3, K2, omega 3s, cod liver oil, and ubiquinol. And what's the most important vitamin, Grace, that you take?
Just meat.
Meat.
I don't take a lot of vitamins.
The Messiah and meat.
Yeah.
Right? Vitamin G, God, and grace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Double G.
Finding grace, which is deep within all of us, and honor thyself, which is essentially honoring God. Cholesterol maxing, hold 24, right?
Stephanie would like to know whereabouts in Michigan you are.
I'm in Saline, Michigan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's near Ann Arbor.
Is the mindset chatter of worry, fear, regret, judgment, negativity part of our when you go to the doctor to say how great you look, your numbers are great, man, you're amazing, or they're like, oh, your weight's up, your numbers are bad, and here's a drug, pill, and shot, and see you later. Power positivity. Do you think that has really something to honor? And I mean, to me, the New Testament is really the way of positivity.
Yeah, the Bible says, like, whatever a man thinks in his heart, so is he. And it says to think on whatever is pure, lovely, and of good report. So what we think definitely matters. What we think contributes to our actions, contributes to diseases, depression, anxiety. I mean, the Bible says all over, like, don't fear, don't worry, trust in God. So we're supposed to do that instead of just worrying about everything.
Old Guy Carnivore's coming up afterwards. I just have a real quick reading from James Allen, 22nd morning. Yeah, this is where I used to do my daily mornings. Guard well thy mind, and noble, strong and free. Nothing shall harm, disturb, or conquer thee. For all thy foes are in thy heart and mind. They're also thy salvation thou shalt find. It's already there within each and every one of us. I think that's what you're saying, Grace. But I think, I've found through the daily readings and the connections and the mindset, it heals so much.
Definitely.
Okie dokie. Let's see. Can everyone? There was an issue with the giveaway. Can you guys put hashtag KMT in again so we can see who's gonna win a hat? And I will do the giveaway in like 2 minutes.
And go to Kiltz Mighty Tribe or Dr.Kiltz.com or Kiltz Health. I don't even know what it is anymore, but KMT. Link on to the Tampa Hacker Health meetup. It's coming up in a couple of weeks. Kiltz will be there. And by the way, you can listen and do your weights or walking, or you're making your wagyu, or you're feeding bullseye, right?
Yep.
And the 5 a.m. club, by the way, that's what this is all about. It's about get up early, go to the gym, get out for a walk, and it's time to run. Real Jeremy Blank, awesome. Take care, guys. And again, this is where Instagram, KMT, and all these platforms are really fantastic. Power of positive thinking is really critical. And if you're going to a church, which we're in church all the time, you want to be sharing the message of positivity and love and kindness. Any other questions that we want to hit? Any other comments, Grace, that we haven't spoken about and you think is real important for all of us on our journeys?
I think that's about it.
Cool.
Go subscribe to Grace.
Grace lifts and eats meat, and her tallow products are really rocking and rolling. And go out there and do something hard, and you find out how easy it really is. And Dr. Nelson, you're traveling, and we got Dr. Ovadia on with Kiltz and Alia today.
Yep.
5:30 Eastern time.
5:30?
Yeah,
5:30 Eastern time.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to be talking about staying off the operating table and carnivore, and how it cures cardiac problems or helps mitigate them and reduce the problems in all of this.
Yeah. Here we go. Who's the winner of this beautiful hat that I'm wearing today? Or the one Dr. Kiltz is wearing? We'll have to do a Dr. Nelson hat soon. Stacy, congratulations. Email me, alia@drkiltz.com for your hats.
As we keep our consciousness centered in God, spirit, nature, the universe, nothing can ever disturb us. Spiritual unity heals us of any sense of separation from God. The cause of all our unnecessary suffering in life is our ill thinking in some way or another. And but somehow pain and suffering is his work too. Whoever he is, as they say. Cool. Very good. How often do you get to the gym, Grace?
Normally 6 days a week, or I work out at home.
Yeah. We can work out from anywhere. When I was in Lisbon, everywhere there was a lot of places you'd walk, and then they'd have strength training of devices just kind of on the walk, which is really cool. A lot of people thinking about health and wellness around the globe, and it's easier than we think. And if we think it easy, it will be that. And that's one of our most important things. It's meant to be a little bit hard in order to build muscle. You have to have a little bit of pain go to the next level, Grace, when you're lifting.
Yeah. Just a little bit more every time.
And can we power lift through our ages into our 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and 100s?
Yeah, I've seen 80-year-olds powerlift at a competition and do well.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah,
I
there's a lot of
wonder.
people that
I
do it.
wonder how Maggie from Canada would do.
Oh, man.
I wonder. I wonder.
Lifting the spirit is the first thing we must do every day. And then from there, everything else is well and good.
All
Old Guy
right.
Carnivore coming on next. Grace, you're
Yeah,
amazing.
go see him.
Graceful Tallow. And we'll all join in and follow and subscribe and comment and love everyone. Keep going.
Love it.
Have
Bye,
a great
everybody.
day, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye, Grace. God bless everyone. Take care.
Okay, Dr. Kiltz,